Okay, that works. The capstones. Not very many. God, uncomfortable. Didn't mean to do that. Ta-dum, ta-dum, ta-dum. What's going on, Nitram? Waiting for Chance.
What's going on, House?
Waiting for Chance. He's supposed to come in. He was out at Chili's or something, he said.
What's that?
He was out at Chili's or something, out to lunch. That's what he was telling me.
He's out at Chili's?
Yeah, that's what he said.
That guy. I didn't even know Sioux Falls had a Chili's.
That's he called me and asked me, you like Chili's? I go, no, not really.
Yeah, do people still go there, I guess? I guess Chance does.
Apparently he does. He said he was waiting for Oscar in the waiting area. I'm like, okay. What do you think? We're almost there.
I know, we'll be there over the next few hours. And that's without nobody really pushing hard either, you know?
Yeah, I seen it's just kind of, well, I think when I got out of bed and I woke up this morning, I think we were at 940 million. So.
Yeah. No, we did pretty good last night, man.
Yeah, they get over, I think we got 915 or something the time I left.
So. Oh, you mean last night?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I woke up this morning. It was at like 9:40, almost 9:50 this morning.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so we got this in the bag. Freaking 1 billion VP. That's freaking awesome, man. And we're not even a farm team. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
we didn't ever push anybody to hold lands or, fill up on all your lands. We never pushed anybody to do that. We just did this by pure rating.
Yeah, it's good. I want to make sure I get screenshots of it all.
Oh, for sure, man.
With pretty happy about it. Plus we're number 4 in the tournament. I can't. Damn.
Yeah, and we still have like a handful of people that still need to finish with like 10K souls each. So we're gonna be pretty nice with the tournament as well.
Yeah. Happy to see that also. So I think within the next 2 hours we should go over the billion. Because we're at 992, so we're eight off.
Oh damn! yeah, definitely within the next couple hours. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
1 billion VP Masters server 1 came in naked. We came in naked, man. We had no VP lands coming into the server.
It's pretty.
That's huge, Like most teams, they try to do it. They always have full VP lands, and they collect, I've seen it, people collect above 10, 20 million just off of VP lands when they first log into the season.
Yeah, you know what? I was wondering
How's
how.
it going, Buffalo?
You know what? I was wondering how they do that because sometimes they drop in the league and then when they have it, they got like 30 million right within like the first minute.
Yep.
Hi, House.
Hello.
Hey, Val.
Or we're getting closer, Val. We're moving up on
Hey,
into
speaker
it.
face.
I know. I saw.
Try to. Oh man.
Oh man.
You gonna get screenshots all this, Val?
I am. Yeah, for sure.
I think it'd be.
I still think it's pretty cool for not deciding to do this until like middle of the week.
Right. With our team, that's
Yeah.
the thing that's the cool part, right?
Yeah.
Everybody in the alliance is a Raider, is WRK.
Yeah, which is cool. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, we're in
Oh,
it.
there's Chance. I thought Chance was at Chili's.
He was.
Chili's was delicious.
See, told you.
I get a margarita.
He did. Tell him, Chance.
We had beers.
You told me you were getting margaritas.
Well, yeah, Oscar was like, no, I just want Blue Moons. So we it was simple. It was delicious, though.
Nitram wants to know. He didn't know there was a Chili's in South Dakota.
Yeah, I tried to get Nitram to go to Chili's like for the last week, and he's like, no. No. So wait. So my kids just got back to town. So all my kids are at the house, and then Jen's family was in town. So, and then this week, like Jen's out of town Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for some hospitals flying her out to Ohio to do a job interview. So, well, she did the interview. She just has to do like a walk around of the facility or something. So they're paying for everything, so she can just walk around the facility for the day. Yeah, remember. Yeah, you don't know where you're going to live. Yeah, my the person I'm renting from is going to hate me because I just re-signed the lease, and I'm going to break that lease.
Wow.
No deposit back from me.
Oof.
Val, what are you doing?
I'm stopped everything to join your live stream.
Oh, yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
House face, what are you doing? Are you crushing VP for us?
Still working on VP, Chance.
Why are we not at what's the issue? Why are we not at 1 billion yet?
Okay, that's it.
Hey, I worked my ass off this week, so I don't want. You know what? I did hit a garrison this morning that was worth $26K, so I helped.
That's good. I'm at 24 mil. I'm pretty happy with that.
Dude, House, you know what? While we're talking about this, when you get done with your battle, will you go to the global or the league public ranking? I'm pretty sure the top 30 players in our alliance are over 20 million.
What do you want to see?
Like, House is at 30, Val's 30, Nitram's obviously ridiculous, pushing 70. But, like, I'm pretty sure we have 30 people over 20.
Look at this. The first top 10 in our league are all our players.
I mean, maybe I'm over-exaggerating. Maybe it's not 30, but at least 20 players have over 20 million.
Oh, let's. Yeah, they're more than likely.
Let's see. Yeah, House, when you get out of this battle, show
I'm
on
out.
the
I was
show
out of the
that
battle.
off.
I was out of the battle.
I'm at 24.
I'm at 20, almost 21.
Yeah, we have 18 people over 20 million. 18, okay. 18 people over 20 million. Yeah. We have a couple people approaching 20 million. So by the end of the day, we'll probably have about 25 people over 20 million, I think. So half the alliance. Jesus. Good.
Yeah, wow.
Beautiful number.
Well, if you go ahead and read my my stream caption, Chance.
I'm on Discord. I can't see it. I'm outside smoking a cigarette. What does it say?
Pisces Shark is catching up to you, though, man.
I don't know what it
Is he
says.
really?
Yeah, he's only like 1.5 million, almost 2 million behind you.
I can't see.
Holy shit.
I can't see it. Val will have to read it to you.
This guy failed at my Chronos. You won, buddy. Oh, you went with Crystallis? Why? That was a mistake.
Hey, guys. Oh, Sage. What are you doing?
Hey, Sage.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Well, I've been listening. I've been kind of lurking in the background here for a couple minutes. You guys didn't notice me because I came in. You did.
Stealth mode.
Yeah, stealth mode.
Well, I'm glad to see you all. Yeah, this is a very big week. Almost 1 billion. So, yeah, everybody better. It's like 1999 around here. Everybody better show up.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's quite a milestone, eh? It's only happened. It's not only is it only a handful of alliances that have actually reached that milestone, but I think it's only happened a handful of times. Like definitely not more than both hands. You know.
Yeah, and I don't think many of those handful of times have happened in Masters. I think a couple of them have happened in Champions, which isn't too much to brag about.
Well, I know that some of them have been in Champions, and I know that War Gods did it in Masters for sure.
Okay.
And Sawari did it in Legends, but it was Server 3. It wasn't Legends Server 1.
Okay.
And Japan VP, I'm not sure. They probably did it in Legends. I think they're a Legends team. I don't think they did it in Masters. So most of the times it's been done in Masters. It's just like a couple of times it was done out of champs. But yeah, it's a lot harder to do in Masters for sure because there's a lot less 32K bonus lands to hit. And sometimes there's the possibility of war too, because there's always the possibility that some rival will try to stop you from achieving your goal, right?
Well, but it's not like we went untouched. I mean, first of all, this wasn't even a thing till midweek, and second of all, we all woke up naked on Friday or Saturday. So I mean, it's not like we were untouched. But yeah.
Oh yeah, we had war, and we were also down a guy until Friday. We did the majority of it with 49 players instead of a full 50. And it definitely was not a goal. Like, it was just kind of like, hey, we're on track for 1 billion, guys. And I don't know what the heck got into me this season, but, when do I ever do this much VP, right? I don't even think I've ever been in the top 25 in global. So,
really?
Nah, I've never had the desire. I mean, I've always just focused on leadership, right? And, I've obviously supported players to do that. We've had lots of players over the years do top 25 runs and stuff. We definitely have screenshots. But myself, I've never really pushed top 25. Maybe on like a Monday I would be in top 25, but never for the week. I've never made that. But I go for my high score this week, so.
Well, and Sage, I mean, if we did this without trying, you got to figure, over the course of, by the end of the year, we're probably going to do this 2 or 3 more times.
I'm never doing this again myself. If somebody else wants to step up to 50 mil plus, then sure.
What have you been drinking?
Actually, I had lots of players message, hey, we can't do this every week, eh? So I totally get it. We appreciate that everybody, supported it and got on board. It shows the kind of team that we have and the kind of people that we have that we can get behind, any goal and then achieve it, even when people try to stop us. Like you said, we didn't go untouched, and you know, we had a little mini war there for a little bit. So I think we did a really, really good job. And, you know, I got to live a mile in Nitram shoes, who does this kind of stuff every week.
Yeah, geez.
Gotta give props to Nitram, you know, for being a top 25 guy week after week, right? It's no joke.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally speaking, the most I've ever done is 15, and I thought I was such a great guy. But when I see 25 people broaching 20 million plus, I mean, that I just, it's unfathomable. So yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, well, I'm glad everybody's happy to be a part of it. You know, I wanted to do it for the family. It's for the family, you know. It's for the team, and that's why we did it. You know, not for any other reason really. And that's what's important.
Well, it's another notch under the belt. I mean, in the past, we bragged about like, oh yeah, we went to war with 2 alliances. We went to war with 4 alliances at one time. But you know, when we're not doing that, like, hey, guess what? We can do 1 billion if nobody's, not too many people are bothering us.
Right. Yeah, well, it's another milestone, right? Like, you know, there's certain milestones in the game. There's top 25 global for players. There's top 20. There's, R1 global for an alliance. This is also, we've done, Raiders has done it about 4 or 5 times. We've done R1 global, but it's always been with a push partner. So this would be the first time that we did. Yeah, so that means a push partner being like 2 teams join up and 25 from each team get together and do it. Yeah. And this will be the first time that it's just our regular team. This is all being done with our regular team, our every week team. We didn't put together a special team for it. I think that's what's special about it, right?
Yeah.
I totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I've never been a part of anything like that before, but it's nice to put that little notch in your belt. This is what I accomplished, you know. I mean, geez, we've been doing this 5 years now. And, you know, some people spend all kinds of crazy money on this game, thousands and thousands of dollars to play this game every week. And, to actually check off those milestones, I think that's good. You know, they can feel like, people can feel like, you know, it wasn't for nothing. You know, at the end, when the game's over, you know, hey, I did this, right?
Well, yeah, and while the game's still going, like, we know that if we want to do it, we can.
Right. You know, and there's other milestones too, like you said. You know, I think it was 5 teams that we were at war with at the same time.
Oh, excuse me, 5, yeah.
Hey, that extra team makes a difference, okay?
Oh, yeah.
You know, just certain, you know, a lot of players since they joined Dragon WRK Dragon have achieved a lot of milestones that they never got to achieve elsewhere. So it was kind of really cool so that they could put that in their belt too, not just leadership or whatever, right? You know, it was nice to do it for all the players.
Right. And especially since, like, this is a fairly new team that's coming together. So for us to achieve this together is really cool.
Yeah, I mean, we merged with War Raiders, half and half, and then ERU, maybe like 10 guys. So yeah, this is I think it speaks worlds that I really feel like this is an established dynasty. I don't think that anybody's going to mess with us for a while. So
yeah.
Well, where I come from, a dynasty is like, 3 Stanley Cups or 4 Stanley Cups in a row. You know, I'm from Canada, so hockey's the big game there, and I'm from Edmonton, so the Edmonton Oilers, they had a dynasty, right, where they dominated professional hockey for 3 seasons and won, 3 or 4 Stanley Cups in a row. I can't remember if it was 4 or 3, but that to me is a dynasty. So we've definitely accomplished something, but I think we have I think the true dynasty in DOT, and nobody can really argue with that, is Log. I mean, how many seasons did they dominate Legends Server 1, which is the Premier League? And how many wins did they rack up? I think I'm not taking anything away from our accomplishment or what we'll do in the future.
Yeah.
What we'll do in the future. But, I think we need to give credit where credit's due. I mean, they put something like 100, Legends League wins, or more. I don't know what the actual number was, because I never played for long, but,
Well, yeah, and you're putting me in my place. Yeah, I guess I'm so new to the war game that I feel like we're untouchable. But I guess time will tell, kind of a situation. But I have such high hopes that I really feel like this is. Well, I guess all I want to say is that this is the right track to establishing a dynasty.
Yeah, agree. I like I said, I'm not taking anything away from what we've done. I just like to give. I like to have a little bit of humility with it too, because for one, people like to take shots at you. I know all about that, but people like to take shots at you when you succeed, and which is fine. But I also don't like to, pretend that I'm more than I am. This is what we did. We accomplished it. If you can achieve that too, you'll have my respect, and I'll shake your hand too. Just like if we're fighting a war and we beat someone, it's great for us. And if they beat us, I'll be the first to. If they beat us fair and square without cheating,
hats off.
Hats off to you, man. Like it's all. I think that this game for a long time. My background is definitely from sports, and there's a little bit of sportsmanship that I've learned through that. I think that a lot of players in this game just take things way too seriously and have zero sportsmanship, or even class. I'm not big on the whole, aspect of this game where people shit talk and do all that kind of stuff. That's why I try to stay out of global, but sometimes you can't resist when people are taking shots at you. It's. I mean, I think most people, play this game to either de-stress from their stressful lives. I mean, everybody's had a really hard, year and a half from COVID, and being able to come and play with a family and a team and feel like you've got friends, like a second family, and like feel like you have, friends that support you and that you can be a part of something bigger. I think that's important for people. That's why they play this game. And I just feel like, all the nasty stuff that happens just detracts from that. I kind of wish that wasn't a part of it, but it is. And, we like to beat those guys that want to play that way,
And then you have these cowards that want to drop down to Gold League and delete servers. I mean, come on. Just to get more cowardly than that.
Nice.
Look at this crew, man. House and Chance are bringing out all the OGs today. Well done.
Yeah, Ice. We Dragons is a couple million away from reaching the billion mark for VP this season.
Epic,
so,
man.
yeah, it's kind of a big deal. So everybody, I mean, we're all pouring the champagne and toasting each other, and Sage is trying to keep us humble about it. But I can't get over it. I really think this is a a big deal.
Did Slacker Val ever pick up her game yet? Did she pour weight?
Don't worry about that, brother. I'll be.
Hey! Don't worry, Sage. Chance is having shirts made.
Oh God!
Awesome. We should do that. Seriously, I was thinking, it would be cool to have caps and jackets and all kinds of stuff, as long as they're not like cheesy, right?
I heard something about Slacker Val. What was that?
Slacker Val. Did Slacker Val ever pick up her VP? I know she was struggling. She was struggling earlier in the week.
Well, Ice, it's funny you should mention that because, Sage and Nitram are well over 50 now. And last night...
my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
50.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and you have 25 people, about 20 million or over. So last night on an Alliance Discord chat, we were asking Val, like, hey, what's your record? You know, and Sage, and Sage was like 54, and I was like, no, 50. And Val pulled up the screenshot, and it was 47. But I mean, dude, I'm sorry, if you ever get over 20, let alone 30, I mean that's a big deal. But yeah, so now that you have all these people just going cray and
Ham. Yeah.
I've never seen. I come from an event world, from Beta Soul and ERU. This is a whole different situation. So this is everybody just, I don't know, and I don't care if you're a chance doing 12 million or you're the bottom of the bottom 50 of the group and you only got 8 million. It was a team effort. So,
Yeah.
Guys.
Hey, Polo.
Hi.
What's up, buddy?
Hey. How you doing?
Dude, I heard how positive you were on Churro Stream the other day about the chess pieces, dude. I was like, man, what a change of heart.
Really?
are you talking to me or Polo?
Oh my God.
Polo, man.
Motherfucker. Was I drunk? Was I fucking drunk?
Joking.
Holy shit, I think I was drunk. Sorry.
Well, and that's another good point. Like, okay, let's everybody calm down from War Raiders Dragons doing $1 billion. I guess the new topic of hand is that there is a great rumor in the DOT community that there are not going to be Divine Titans. They're going to just focus on.
I heard that drop. The other Churro Stream with you and Churro.
Well, and like so I don't take these rumors seriously, but then Sage last night was like, no, bro, for real, like they're probably just going to focus on relics more than the Titans. And I was like, whoa, mind blown.
Wow.
Well, to be fair, if they're as expensive as the fucking relics, then they don't want to bring them, do they?
Well, but doesn't that make sense though? Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah.
So Titans last for 3. The Divine Titans. Let's say Lifespark and Necrosa equivalent, right? Okay. Well, that's only going to last for 3 to 4 months before the next meta breaks them. But maybe they've learned their lesson, and they're like, you know what? We're just going to focus on the relics. And I was like, because I was telling Sage, that's an asinine comment to make, and he's like, is it though? Like.
Well, Yuki dropped the comment, which to me is like,
right.
That's where it's like, this is not just a rumor. This is like our major intel.
Yes.
Trying to drop a hint.
Yeah.
Well, if you notice it's a pattern change, guys. Like the pattern has been consistent, like pretty much since I've been playing, which is pretty much since global launch, and that is once a year they do the Divine Titans. And once a year they do the Divine Relics after they release them, right? And now it's only been 6 months since we had the last set of relics. It's not even, I think, since the Arachnid relics dropped, and now we got new Divine Relics. Like, why would they do that? That's a pattern change, right? And if you look at, not to offend any of the devs if they're listening. I don't know, if they are, but the Divine Titans, as a whole, have been a complete failure.
Yes.
In this game, except for Lifespark and Necrosa.
What are you talking about with Oni? Oni was a failure, Sage? Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Huntress is amazing.
Yeah, like it's and
Give me some more of that Huntress.
I'm sure it wasn't just a failure from the player side. It was a failure from the revenue side, because who's going to pay anything for that piece of crap, right? And when you can get the actual meta Titan for attack and for defense, which is what everybody wants, so they can be competitive. You're getting it in a regular event, so why should you? Everybody's saving their divine gems, and it's either that or it's a ploy to get you guys all to spend your divine gems on the new relics before they drop the Titans.
That's my thought.
That's it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a good GG drain.
The reason they do that, guys, from a
To
corporate
spend.
is to delete basically all the divine gems in the community, and it's part of how they balance the game because they want these higher end things only not to be necessarily available to everyone, right?
Yeah.
I don't think personally that's the way to balance the game. I think that it's a lot more fun if everybody has. I mean, I would have been buying divine relics, 5 years ago if I could have.
Totally.
And I think it's a lot more fun if you balance the game by getting the skills of the Titans right, and you figure it out. You spend that little extra time testing, and you get your balance right that way, and then you make it fun for everybody because it's fun to get all of the divine relics. It's fun to play with the meta Titans, and that's it. If you've got it balanced correctly, and there's only one Titan with, all the right configuration that can take the top defender, that's the way it should be, and that's a lot more fun to me than balancing it by, making it about how much you spend.
Yeah, and I mean, as the Divine Titans go, if you think about it, I mean, Oni or Arya, Urkon, I mean, from the beginning, really and truly, they only got it right once. So, with Life Spark and Necrosis, so not a bad idea to just focus people's Divine Gem expenditures on the relics.
Under 5 million now.
Yeah, House. When you get done with the battle, show the VP
Right there, almost 996.
996. Okay.
Almost 115 million up on second place global.
I gotta log in and pull all my VP lands. See how much more I can contribute.
So, Chance, you really wanted the 1 billion soul or point celebration shirt to say "Suck it, Lord of the Fly"? Gosh, that's not coming.
Well, you joke. He was on events, but yeah, I mean, like I was saying earlier, it's a notch under the belt. It's one of those things where we've done some pretty cool things in the past as an alliance, but IC joined in a little bit late, but I think there's only 4 over the course of the years of DOT. There was only 4 alliances that have ever hit 1 billion, and all of those were in champions. So,
yeah, I had a good talk with Sage this week. We're just talking about that.
Yeah,
the premise of it, it's pretty remarkable for the game.
It's just kind of a crazy thing.
And again, I want to throw this out to the larger player base here to understand. Chance, I heard you say something that I did not know on Churro Stream when I re-listened to it. So the Forsetti's axes, the plus 10% is not troop damage, it's elemental damage. Do we have evidence on that?
So I had a conversation with Yuki. I guess on a Churro stream, somebody claimed that it was base damage on that third skill.
That's how it's written. That's how it's written in the text of the descriptor. But if it's not that, that's a big deal.
Yeah, okay, and I'm glad you brought this up. Okay, so let me pull up Discord right now. I have the math. I'll post it in chat.
Right here.
Yuki has since updated his website, just for clarification. But base damage is not the same as elemental damage, and it's not the same as troop damage. What Forsetti's Axis has on that third skill is troop damage. So
troop damage is the base damage setting, if that makes sense.
All right, so let me just hold on. Let me pull my personal. Hold on.
I got it up.
Who just said that?
I do. I got Forsetti's axes up.
All right. So this is. I'll type this out in chat. But for all the math nerds out there, this is the direct quote from Yuki. Okay.
That's what matters the most, honestly.
This is a quote from Yuki. There are 3 types of damage layers: elemental, damage, and base damage. Damage is calculated as follows: DPS times 1 plus base damage times 1 plus damage times 1 plus elemental damage. Because it is a multiplicative, they are somewhat interchangeable. To put it simply, A times B equals B times A. Does this make sense? Chance. LOL. Fuck no. So I can put out his explanation in Discord, but there is a difference between base damage and troop damage. And troop damage is not a high of a multiple as base damage. So,
what time you get home?
Yeah, I mean,
here's
how's my ride?
Yeah, go ahead.
It says in Persetti's Axis, it says 70%.
It's nothing like driving the Supra.
And we've all recognized those.
Yeah, it
as
does.
Shifting damage, like Axes of War, 65% troop damage, and then it says upon enemy death, whatever percent chance to.
I think it's 10%. I think it's 10%.
Yeah, so whatever that is, it says troop damage. So it should be the same calculable as that base damage metric. But if it's not, that means Axes of War on Hell is a magnitude better than Persetti's Axis. Because Axes of War is a synergy relic with Hell that doubles the troop damage to 130.
Well, but the thing. Okay, so you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But the fact that Hell is primarily used to kill Kronos, and Kronos has summons and corrupteds that add troop damage. Persetti's Axis is better attacking Kronos. If you're not attacking Kronos, you want to use a Hornet or something like that. But if you're attacking Kronos, you want to use Persetti's Axis.
But you're only getting 70%. Whatever you're talking about, elemental damage compared to troop damage base.
Elemental damage, it's troop damage, and it's not. There's no cap. It's based on the amount of summons and corrupted.
So frustrating. Which yet again is why we know their game better than they do. They need to freaking clarify these things if that's the case.
Well, and again, like I just Yuki makes it sound so simple. He's like, oh, here's the math. And I'm like, dude, I still don't fucking get it. But basically what we're talking about is elementals the lowest damage, then there's troop damage, base damage for the high.
Base damage.
Yeah, and so, again, if you're a math nerd out there, DPS times 1 plus base damage times 1 plus damage times 1 plus elemental damage.
And
because
DPS is damage per second, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
There's a multiplicative that they are somehow interchangeable, to put it simple. And then he actually made a comment, that is why Vintage refers to damage skills as base damage or used to at least. And so, in other words, what he was trying to say is that you're not the only one who gets this confused. But troop damage and base damage and elemental damage, there's 3 different kinds, I guess, is the point.
Maybe I'll message Yuki, because I can't find currently a base damage relic, I guess, other than those new ones.
Yeah, and then 24 hours after we have this conversation, because I'm like Mr. Confused Face, he updated the DOT blog with damage stats, and so.
Oh wow, Yuki did.
Yeah, because he said, because he was like, you're not the only one. Yeah, so he went through and separated the 3 damage, elemental, troop damage, and base damage, and then broke it down, I guess. But no, yeah, he's very easy to get in touch with, and he's always online. He'd be very, and again, I'm not the best with math when they come to, like, when super nerds try to break this shit down to me. But if you can understand his little A times B equals B times A shit. I mean, yeah, I didn't really understand it.
My friend House is really good at math, so I'll talk to him.
It's always ice. It's always been a thing, the base damage thing, but it was never on relics before.
Gotcha.
And it was always just on the Titans themselves. But then they started doing them as skills. I can't remember which Titan it was, but there was Titans. They started coming out with base damage skills. Excuse me. And then now they're doing it with relics, and you've probably noticed that the relics are now doing more of troop damage than they're doing of the elemental damage, because the elemental damage is the one. So they have different intensities, right? So elemental damage is a lesser, and it does less damage than troop damage. And troop damage does less damage than base damage. Base damage is the one that does the most. So when that's why it's so important, because
like KN had those troop relics come out with a base horde damage and then base health, right?
Base damage is like badass. Like, you are getting way more damage. Like, if you have 50% base damage, it's not equal to 50% ice damage, right?
Yeah, that's elemental. But I always thought troop and base damage were the same, but now what I'm hearing is they're actually different.
They're different. Yeah,
Okay.
There's 3. Yeah.
Okay. I never knew I thought there was 2. I thought it was troop and elemental. So now this third layer is coming into play, so this is intriguing.
Yuki's pretty smart. I'd probably listen to him. I mean,
yeah, no doubt, right? he does know the game better than the developers. There's not even a question.
Well, I mean, you got to give him credit, too, because think about it for a second. I mean, he developed that database by himself, without support of, like, he doesn't make a dime from Natural Motion. They didn't, they might support him now a little bit. I don't know if he has a relationship with them now, but since the beginning, he was doing that completely all on his own, hosting it, paying for it. He was, that shit's not free. You gotta pay to host the website, right?
And the time, right? I mean, that time investment from him.
Yeah, and then
And you guys, just so you guys know, he's not emailing the developers, and the developers are answering him back. What he's doing is he's attacking or having people attacking him, and then he takes screenshots of the buffs that pop up, and that's how he does the math.
No way. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, the developers are not telling him this information. He's doing this by battles.
Wow.
Yeah, and think about if any of you have used .database before to figure out your builds. Think about how accurate it's been over the last however many years. Like, it's been right. So, I mean, you got to give a guy like that credit that he figured out the whole thing without any support from the devs whatsoever. And, they were quite lucky. The developers were quite lucky because, a lot of players might have dropped out of this game if they didn't have access to the database.
You're totally right, man.
Like, how the hell could you figure out your build? How the hell could you figure out what to do with your Titans? I mean, we're not just a bunch of idiots over here, tapping away on our screens. We're trying to figure the game out. And it actually goes against the game, if you ask me, the success of the game, to try and keep those kinds of things secret. Because any game, if you look at any computer game or any phone-based game, the entire community is trying to figure out how things work.
Yeah, and that's exactly why Prometheo doesn't do meta breakdowns anymore, is because he doesn't have access to the math. Like, it frustrates him to the point where he just doesn't even want to try to do a breakdown anymore. Whereas Yuki is literally taking screenshots of attacks and defense, like with Aventador and whoever else, like. And then on top, and then from that, exploiting the math. I mean, that's an imaginable amount of time.
I just want to make a point on that. This is why I know people have varying success with Lycaon. This is why the game is broken in terms of Lycaon. Because when Lycaon came out and Yuki updated his site, that Twilight Horde has damage that we have never seen in this game. I mean, unprecedented damage. But there's not a clear reflection of it in the gameplay. And that just shows there are things off. I think they've revved the RPMs on the engine where a lot of this damage really doesn't make sense anymore outside of actual working gameplay to determine what Titan is most powerful and how it actually works.
And on that note, can we take a quick pause? I'm sorry, Discord. Let's take a quick pause. House, can you update us on the billion count? How close are we?
Boom, baby.
You're 2 million off.
Oh, snap. 1 billion, baby.
But I tell you, Val, that we were going to cross it on their stream. I knew we were going to cross it. Yeah. Awesome. Congratulations, guys.
We'll hit it on Chance Now's stream. It's awesome.
For sure. But just to go back to that last point that you guys were that Ice was making about the damage. Anytime that a player that is like castle level 20s, whatever, and you're a max player and they can take your castle with max troops, anytime that situation occurs, that's definitely something that's broken, because that should never happen. That's why we have the leagues in the first place and the levels, so that people can play according to their level. But when you get some punk that's able to hit you from a lower level, if that's intended, that's stupid. That goes against it totally goes against. What's the point of being a max player then?
Yeah, that's been the big scandal of the Epsilon meta. Is we're getting these Apex Panthers, or we're getting these specialized horde troops that are just automatically 25, and that has been the big scandal of the Epsilon meta.
The problem is that they don't have a proper game testing setup. It's really like elementary game testing is what they have.
Sage, what are you talking about? Our SPP program doesn't work that way? Really?
That's a whole different. That's a whole different story. SPPs is a whole different story. Game testing should be before the SPPs.
Exactly. I know.
Look. I'm not saying they don't test the game. I'm sure that they have some developer playing the game to make sure the mechanics work in the studio. But this isn't the same as a player playing the game, right? And how the the majority of the community is going to use what they put out, and that's what they need. They need actual game testers who actually know how to play the game. And I'm not talking about how to tap their screen, but the tactics and what top players in the game are doing. Because that's what spreads throughout the community. That's why you guys have these streams to share the information of how to play and become better at this game, and that's what people strive for. And taking 2 days to preview it on an SPP account and then live stream it and then make changes from that. I mean, it's pretty basic game testing. It's better than what we had, because we never had that before. They didn't even listen to us before, so they have improved with that. But can you imagine how awesome this game would have been if they had proper game testing for like the entire 5 years? Seriously, can you imagine how awesome this game would have been if the developers had taken the responsibility for database, instead of Yuki having to go through and do that completely unsupported, right? And then not only that, but and this isn't saying anything about the SPP players, but at least having an SPP player that plays at the top level to be able to do the primary preview, because there's a lot of times when the SPP comes out and you still can't tell. It's still a crapshoot. It's still a lottery when you go to get the Titan, because you're not seeing it. I mean, it's better now because the players have banded together, and they're working with the players who do have those accounts to help them to give a proper preview. But I mean, none of us have ever purchased these Titans knowing fully what it could do and what it couldn't do until we actually got it.
Yeah, and Sage, if I can just take a moment there, the fact that you is not subcontracted out and in direct communication with the numbers guys for this game is a fucking joke. The second part to that is Zalon got his test account when he was troop level 17. And he's a very casual player. And the fact, and he needs help with relic setups and defensive setups. But, hey, guess what?
900,000. 900,000.
Oh my gosh!
If he only gets the account, the test account on Wednesday, and he doesn't have all the relics that the top tier players do, well, okay, he should have gotten that on Monday. So we had 3 days to critique it. You know what I mean? So there's a big disconnect from testing and SPPs to what we actually see in the game. But and they have to do, they're very short. They do a wonderful job, but they're very short-handed in what they can do.
Let's see where we got.
This all leads to the idea of having an actual test server, right? A server that's set up ahead of time. But it just seems to me that they're too focused on money, in the sense of what's happening is they don't want to release ahead of time what Titans are coming out, what we're expecting, because they don't want to risk people saying, I'm not going to spend on it. They're relying too much on the freaking FOMO and us not knowing what we're getting. And that's annoying. You know what I'm saying? That they're so focused on that.
Well, it's not that they don't have the money. I mean, they've made millions and millions and millions of dollars on it. Zynga has had many, many games that they're a multi-billion-dollar a year company. So it's not that they don't have the resources to do it. I think what the problem is that mobile games develop separately from computer games. Computer games already had this type of testing culture and this type of beta testing. And
Check out the screen. There it is.
Oh, everybody take a breath.
There it is.
Get it?
There it is. Look at it's on the front screen right there. Screenshot it.
Val, Sage.
Yay!
Oh my goodness.
Congratulations, guys.
My goodness.
Congrats, guys.
Well done.
Thanks to everyone who did this. Thanks to all the players. Thanks to all the teams that supported it. All the positive messages that we received during the week, asking us if we were going for it, saying, "Hey, go for it. Congrats, go get them." And those that supported us, and for those that didn't support us, well, hey, we still did it.
Yeah, fuck you.
And that was
That was a polite way of saying it, Chance. That was a polite way.
Well, and also keep in mind that the people who have done this in the past have usually done it via farming. And if you look at the battle count, which you can't see, we have double the battle count of the farm teams that have done $1 billion in champions in the past. Just saying.
That's so cool.
There it is.
Super
And
happy.
Chance, I want to thank you for getting the amount of EP you did. I think it's a new time high for you almost, right?
I think there are very few people in this alliance who didn't break an all-time high. I personally did not, but I mean, for 25 fucking people to be over 20 million, Jesus, I mean that's a big deal.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
It's over 50,000 battles, and it's almost 10,000 caps for the season.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, because in the past it's been less than half that. I mean, it's been the people who have farm in champions who have done this. So yeah, War Raiders. The reason they have that name is because they're active. They're attacking. They're doing shit.
Well done. Champagne.
Mm-hmm.
Popping bottles in the ice.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to talk to Soldier about getting us a T-shirt. That's for damn sure.
Love it.
God, now what do we talk about? There's nothing left to talk about. We got a fucking billion.
Let's talk about the T-shirt. How about we get Austin Powers, with the 1 billion.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hey, make sure you get plenty of screenshots for it.
You need 1 billion. 1 billion.
After you.
So great.
Terp put that in our. Someone was congratulating us in our Discord server earlier. Before we even got there, and that's the gift that Terp put up. I just love it. I think it's so funny.
And right now, Snake is in chat, and he says, "I want a T-shirt."
Well, we're a very competitive group of people here in this game. I don't care if you're on a war team or not, but a lot of people in this league, as they've seen us climbing up to 1 billion, have enemies and friends have said, "Hey, hope you get it." There's been a lot of positive feedback because everybody knows that that's a big deal. So. Yeah, this is a very quality game for the community.
Hey, Rage.
Hi.
How are you?
Rage. What up, girl?
Hi, everyone. Congratulations. That's some amazing stuff you guys have done this week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now,
Rage
for everybody who's unaware, the person who is speaking now, Rage, the very sexy 007 James Bond female villain, that's the elite leader of Phoenix Alliance, the secondary team for War Raiders. So
Shout
welcome,
out
Rage.
Phoenix. Shout out Phoenix. There it is.
Hi.
She keeps us all in line. She terrifies us in the chat. She tells us to step it up or you're getting booted. You should be proud of her, Sage and Val. You should be proud of Val.
Oh,
Rage there.
we love Rage. She's amazing.
Yeah, we do.
Yes. Why are they always afraid of the women on this team?
Bro, if you ask Polo, you come across her wrong in the chat. You're like, whoop.
Hey,
Right.
Sage, go in there and settle Rawl down. He wants someone to jump out just so he can get a billion again.
Jeez.
I got the screenshot, so
It's
it
done.
happened.
Just for the record, just for the record, I am not afraid of Rage. If anything, I've told Rage in the past, I'm just talk about the weather. Her voice, I love it.
Oh my gosh. And you got the 7 o'clock in the morning voice before my cup of coffee, so. Funny.
Have you talked to Al on the phone? They have the perfect matching voice.
I believe people have said he's got a very, very sexy voice as well. I think he's just turned 50 Shades of Red.
Oh, can he hear? He can probably hear us, huh?
He's waving. He's got my other pod in his ear. So
You said you guys were doing 50 Shades of Grey? What?
You see, you only hear what you want to hear right now. I said he definitely turned 50 Shades of Red right now. So.
Oh, okay, there we go.
It's the accent.
It's that wonderful South African accent, yes.
Right. My Siri's accent is South African.
Your serious accent?
Yeah, my Siri.
Oh, sorry. Oh, did you change it?
You can, the new update, you can do South African, male or female. Yeah.
Mine's the same, Val.
No, I definitely know that you love me.
Hey, Chance.
Yeah, buddy.
Remember that one time War Raiders got $1 billion? VP?
Oh,
Chance is
yeah.
having shirts made, Ice.
Mhm.
I'll wear my shirt. I'll wear that shirt in support of the team.
Yeah. Even if that's the best part about the T-shirts. Even if you didn't help do it, like you can still buy one.
Hey, we helped in spirit, bro. We helped in spirit.
Yeah,
I just want to wear that shirt says 1 billion, baby, and then underneath says "Suck it, Lord of the Fly." It's going to be the coolest shirt. I mean, people are going to be like, "What?"
Yeah, just so everybody knows, like the profits from the T-shirts are going to go to helping Pisces Shark buy portal stones.
Oh, that's so sweet, dude. And man, Chance, I mean, yet again.
Chance, is that true?
Oh, lost you.
Where'd you go? What'd you say?
I said, is that true? We're getting. Did Pisces Shark use up all his portal stones?
Well, anybody listening right now, if you're on Dragons, just put the phone down, have a drink with the wife. Yeah, make sweet love. Like, we're done, folks. We're done.
Does that mean there'll be no churro late night stream?
What is he going to do? What is he going to talk about? There's nothing else to do.
Someone said they wanted to do like the highest VP in DOT.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk tonight.
What is the record?
I'm not sure.
A couple weeks ago, somebody got like in the low 70s. But I don't know.
Well, as an alliance, does anyone know what the high is?
Oh, as an alliance, I don't know.
What was the question, Bill?
Someone has gotten it at like alliance wide. So the whole alliance, what's the highest VP total?
In our current alliance, like our current members?
No, in
Ever.
DOT. Yeah, ever.
The highest I've ever seen was 107 million.
107 billion? Wait, what?
No,
I mean,
107 million was the
no, I'm
highest
not
I've
talking
ever
about individual players. I'm talking about like the whole, like we just hit 1 billion. What's the highest an alliance?
I saw a photo of 1.15 billion. I want to say it was in the photo.
Oh, shit. Give us 2 more hours. We'll get that. Okay.
Yeah, we get another 100 million. If we were going for that, we could have got that because I don't think really a lot of people were pushing terribly hard today.
Well,
I don't think so either.
I'm happy with the billion. I think it's extraordinary.
Yeah, I mean, Master Server 1. We came into the league naked. You know, we didn't have any VP lands coming into the league. We were stripped once this week, right?
Yep.
So we lost. So we had 2 days of no VP lands. Technically. Let's see. And we didn't decide to do this until midweek.
With 49 players until Friday.
With 49 players, yeah.
Right.
And the Pisces like, I can help guys, and he showed up and freaking blew everybody out of the water in the first 8 hours.
Well,
Pisces is
with
amazing.
Chance, it's always like we're 49 players. Just saying.
Hey,
Burn.
Ouch. Hey, real quick, if everybody can send a support ticket in, for Seti's Axes on the blog, it says it's 80% all troop armor piercing, 2x on attack. But in the game, it's only 40% troop armor piercing, 2x on attack. So it needs to be updated.
okay.
FYI.
Nitron, can you send that in for me, please? Thank you.
Ed, you're the
Thank
one
you,
that's
Nitro.
Ed, you're the one that's good at getting free stuff. You talk to him.
Here, I'll post the pictures on Discord so everybody can just...
Hey, Chance, did you mute Polo?
Who's Polo?
He's in a timeout corner.
Because he's all pissy and mad.
No, Polish.
No. He'll be okay.
Did you mute him?
I don't know. I think he'll be okay. He'll be okay, Ed.
Polo's Matt?
He'll be okay.
Hey, you can't be muting people on my stream. You're gonna get moved to the lobby, Chance.
Yeah, this is why you lost your administrative controls house.
So I I heard Rage, and I had it come on.
Oh, snap. Is that Ed Lara?
Yes, sir.
Skeleton has spoken.
Oh, man, Ed Lara.
Oh, my God.
You're getting all hot and bothered, bro. This is better not hear this thing.
I want to hear Hellboy, really, to be honest.
Dude, yeah, no, Hellboy, Fury, and Rage, they're just, I shut up. Like, when they start talking, I'm just like, oh my God.
Char, you can add Char into that list.
You're going to have to
Charlie's
say
got a good
something.
one.
I record Charin so I can go to sleep at night because he has that little, like, golfer announcer tone, you know, just really relaxed. I love it.
It's very soothing.
Yeah.
Add Seth Mapod to the list, and we'd have a trifecta right there.
Oh, yeah. You can't forget Seth in the pod.
The most legendary voice drop ever on
Yes.
the One Stream.
I think me and Dee were like, hi?
I still talk to Seth, believe it or not. We
Do you?
message back and forth, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I haven't heard him in a while.
I'll tell him that you're longing for that voice.
I don't need a long. I've got rage.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, rage is
very sweet,
awesome.
though.
We're very happy that we have her.
Well, you'll have to thank Hal for that.
Yes, thank you,
It
Hal.
took some convincing during lockdown last year to twist my rubber arm to start playing darts.
Right. And now you just can't stop playing, can you?
Yeah, it's a problem.
Next Australian run, we'll have to have you on with us.
Oh, jeez. I mean, just stockpile on Monster Energy and Red Bull drinks, because otherwise I'll be passed out by 9 p.m.
Yeah, that means no wine for a week.
That's okay.
No, that's
No.
not
Val,
true.
Hey, Val,
Yeah.
thanks for my invite. I appreciate you inviting me to the
That-
team next time.
That's
I really feel welcome now.
that's
Thank you so much.
hey.
Do you honestly think I would let you go, Ice?
Right. See?
I've tried
You're mine.
I've tried to
Sorry.
leave before, but I get reeled back in. Reeled back in.
The only time I was allowed to, or you were allowed to leave, was when I accidentally kicked you.
Rage, that was the saddest message ever when you sent it to me. I'm like, she's probably mortified right now. Luckily, she's kicked the nicest guy on the planet that's not going to give a rip. So it's
Oh,
but
yeah.
I did leverage it. I did leverage it into getting Hyperion. So it was whatever I got. Whatever Val helped me with, I was grateful for.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, of course.
It only happens to everyone or anyone in that position once.
No, it's the
and never
worst.
again.
It's the worst, I'm sure.
It's like world swallow me whole.
I'm like, I'm going to use this for my advantage one day. Oh, just so happens I need the Titan coming out. Thank you.
Jeez. Horrible ice.
That's yeah. Thankfully, we've got an amazing leadership team that was able to smooth over my mistake.
Well, hey, Rage, we're hoping you'll take one of our mistakes. His name is Chance.
Did you make him, House?
uh,
Was he one of your mistakes?
he was.
He's responsible for the craziness that is now Chance.
Yeah, exactly.
He drove Chance over the edge.
My favorite was when Prometheo broke it down as, I'm not sure whether or not to join Chance and House's stream. If I want to put up with 30 minutes of verbal abuse or just to continue to enjoy my Sunday. I'm not sure.
I'm happy that Darth Shagon's here.
And then Darth's a good insulator.
Yeah.
Now, on that note, I hate to break up Discord. Just to get back to chat really quick, chat. We really appreciate you saying a bunch of shit. Unfortunately, House isn't going to read anything.
I don't have my other iPad.
Video chilling with Oscar, so nobody can see what the fuck you're saying. But hey, chat, we really appreciate you.
I don't-
Okay, Discord, back to you.
There it is. Man, I missed that.
I
verbal
don't.
abuse. Thank you,
I don't
Chance.
have the other iPad, Chance.
That's called an excuse, and War Raiders doesn't have.
No, an excuse is someone who's got
Pick it
brand
up.
new
Pick it up, House.
high speed
Pick
internet.
it up.
He's had high speed internet now for 2 weeks. He's not streamed once. Oh, by the way, it's your turn to stream again.
Well, I
Chance?
guess the new policy is if, like, I'm not inside and there's, like, 10 people on Discord, I'm just not even going to fucking read chat. But, chat, thanks for being here. Love you guys.
Oh, you got a bad attitude. You know what? You're going to the lobby.
Hey, I just hate to tell you all, this for City's Axis is broken. It is not as good as Axis of War. Now that I have it, just saying. Nitram, you're the master of hell. Can you concur with this?
No, I wasn't planning on using Forsetti's access for it.
Okay.
Oh, this new chess piece one it looks pretty nice.
Oh my gosh, yes it does.
Yeah. 5 more mega maidens on the battlefield. Wouldn't be
Oh
as much
my
of a bad deal.
gosh, that's your dream. That's the dream.
I'm not spending my divine gems. Saving them.
Saving up for 20 Shadow Dancers.
Look at that. I got 15,500. They're not going anywhere. They want you to spend them.
You saving up for that Oni reskill?
Only that'd be pretty sick.
Just kidding.
You just have to give them like 20 million health.
Hey guys, I'm jumping off. Congratulations.
Val the Queen, well done.
Thanks.
Ta-da.
Super happy.
I think I'm done.
Everybody.
I think I'm done streaming anyways.
Oh, come on.
I'm done with the billion. I got things to do. I gotta go out to dinner.
We have
and
another.
everything
We have
else.
another 500 million to get. Another
We
500
have to
million
go
PP.
celebrate.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
This is celebrating, Val.
I'm gonna go.
This is.
I'm going out.
All right,
I'm going
have a
out
good
to
day,
eat.
guys.
You too, Val. Have a
See you,
good
Val.
day. I'm going out to
Bye.
eat and I'm having
Bye,
beers.
See you, Val.
I'm celebrating. That's what
She's
I'm
out
doing.
of here. Yeah, she's like, we got $1 billion. I'm done.
That's what I said. We
Peace
got a
out.
billion.
Peace out.
I'm gonna go celebrate. Chance is kicking Polo out.
I told Polo, just unmute yourself.
Ed Laura's
Yeah,
gonna
what?
be Ed Laura's gonna be next. Then everyone's gonna be mad at me.
We already are.
Yeah, House, quit muting people, you nasty
I didn't.
bitch.
Hey,
Why you gotta be a bad leader, House?
I didn't mute anybody. I streamed. Now I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go eat.
Hey, House,
House,
remember that
House, you
remember that
crushed
one
it.
time you made the blog? Remember that one time you made the blog?
No, we're not making the vlog.
I
Ever.
don't need it.
Ever. All right, guys. Take care. I'm out of here.
Bye, Hank.